Namaste everyone. Welcome to our show After Hours with Bereez. Let's see what Bank Nifty did today. Pretty much opened gap up, a small gap up, and then a continuous one, like 3 hours of continuous rally, making higher highs. We did break 80H again today, forming a new top. As I had mentioned yesterday, I would go long on this, like once Bank Nifty passes or crosses this level. It opened only above that level. As you can see, it did test that level, but I would still not consider this as a trade because I would wait for something that opens here and crosses. Because a lot of people can't take this trade because it's very fast. This is an hourly candle. If you see a 5 minute candle, it's just too fast. The retests are so fast that like you can't act uh, so quickly on the levels. We are not those people who will be like, oh, I had mentioned about this level. इधर से इधर का रैली आया 100 पॉइंट्स 200 पॉइंट्स मिल गए नहीं ऐसा ट्रेडिंग नहीं होता है ऐसा होता तो बस मैं तो मतलब रहने दो अभी तक एक मर्सिडीज तो खड़ा कर लेता नीचे पर अभी नहीं है तो yeah so I would मतलब yeah the levels are right but yeah enacting on that level or the execution part would have been difficult. Now that we like Bank Nifty is showing supreme strength, no doubt about it. Again, now the levels that I would look out, as you can see, is this in today also. Always remember, people, if you can't draw support and resistance, just mark out previous day lows and previous day's highs, and they will act as support and resistance for a good amount of time. So if you see, this was yeah 2 day high. So this was the previous day, and that was uske pehle, yeah. Yeah. So this is the Friday high, and if you see it exactly, this is no magic, nothing. I'm not calculating anything. But if you see it's the exact low that this candle made. And if you would have even traded this, you got a pretty much, I think, what, a 100 point move? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this would have been enough. And as it is, I've been telling you guys we are buy on dips. So you would have just had to pull the trigger here. Again, this level is something I will look out for tomorrow. If we get a rejection from here, I'm pretty sure tomorrow. Not pretty sure, but I have a feeling that we are going to have a gap up feeling as we've closed on the tops. Okay, so that's pretty good signs of that there's a lot of buying. So yeah, if we open gap up tomorrow, my simple again, as I told you, mark this level. I will see how it reacts here and go long. Moving on to Nifty. Finally, Nifty has started showing strength now. And again, yesterday I mentioned go long about this level. Here, going long was easy because it did. If you see the 15-minute candle also, we got ample amount of time to go long. So here the trade was easy to execute. Uh, as I say, but I did miss to take this trade because I was into a lot of other positions, or else I would have also bought Nifty futures. In fact, positionally. That being said, I just because my levels have gone, I will look out for now this level and still initiate a long only. We are obviously bullish on Nifty. Any dip is a buy again. Keep this level mark, which is the 18,530 levels. And as we know, Gandhar loves the. I'll show you one more level which Gandhar likes a lot. I just want to rub it in his face because because he's missed it. And yeah, it is here the 18,350. If you see, it's yeah. I want to show how technical analysis works. So if you see this level, exact exact low. But no, somebody can't pull the trigger only. What to do? So yeah, also keep out an eye for this level. If we start closing below this level, yeah, surely things will change. But that's a lot. Like it's a long way to go. I don't see Nifty coming here. Any dip here is a buy. Any break above this is also a buy. Simple. That's it. That's the trade in indices. Let's move on to stocks. One stock that is fitting my setup is Bajaj Finance, and this stock, if you catch it right, it really moves a lot. So yeah, so gaps are taken as supports in technical analysis, and it's a proper breakaway gap which led to a big rally. So yeah, this gap will definitely act as support, and if you see, it did, and voila, and hammer is made. How does this keep happening everywhere, every time you find a setup? Yeah, so now this is in our setup. I would I would still wait for like a dip somewhere, but I'm pretty sure we are not gonna get it. So tomorrow, what we can do is also look for a breakout of this also, and yeah, we could take the retest of this zone. Like you can wait for an early closing about this and take the retest and I can keep a stop loss here. That's the trade in Bajaj Finance. It's a pretty simple one. Second one which I had mentioned about in very old videos, which is like 15-20 days back, I guess, is Jubi Engrave. So if you see, it's setting up very nicely. So when I had mentioned here, it did fail. It came back again, but yeah, it's trying for now again for the second time. And I take resistance as a wall. If you keep hitting it, it's gonna get weaker, right? So ये टूटेगी अंबुजा सीमेंट से नहीं बनी है तो ये वॉल टूटनी है I guess. So yeah, any break above 590 will be an opportunity to go on in Jubilant Ingrevia. That's it from my side. Yeah, Gandhar, what do you have in your watch list?
Why not Ambuja Cement since you have mentioned it already? So pattern similar to what we call VCP pattern
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
a larger dip, then a smaller dip. People also call this cup and handle pattern and
yeah,
whatnot. And it's not exact. The resistance level will be a little inclined, but for all intents and purposes, this is a VCP pattern. So
yeah.
keeping an eye on this. Since you mentioned Ambuja, I just opened the chart and I saw this. So that
Great.
was purely
Uh,
happenstance. That was not the that was not what
yeah,
I wanted to discuss. What I wanted to discuss was the PSU banks and them continuing their rally. Uh,
is
PSB has done quite well today, 10% up. Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda, Indian Bank, you name it. Most of them are 2
no.
3%.
How can you forget the bank that everyone is behind? Can you
Oh,
guess?
yeah. It's not a PSU bank, but we might as well see the chart of it.
Yeah, because who doesn't want to
Yeah,
who doesn't want to buy such stocks?
yeah, true. I mean, this is like a momentum investor's wet dream. You know, you go
Yeah,
from 15 to 25, 10 rupees
yeah.
in three days or something. Not 3 days, sorry, 3 weeks. However long it took, I don't know. Oh, three
Three
days. It
days.
did actually take 3 days. Very good. But yeah, this is a very news-based talk. And yesterday only I listened to a podcast where they said that turnaround stories are good, but they are not very probable to work out. So if Yes Bank is one of them, and if you're an investor of Yes Bank, well and good. Otherwise, not something I will invest in, since more than technical, I'm worried about the fundamental aspect of it. And if some bad news once again comes,
Yeah,
then
this
the,
is what you will see.
yeah, I mean, it won't have any floor then. You will never know whether you'll get an exit at 15 or 5 or
Yeah,
2 or whatever. So that's Yes Bank. And then of course Nifty IT, after making that huge fall on 9th of December, 2 consecutive days of green candle here. So we might recover. I think we will test the top of that large red candle uh,
yeah, we can.
sometime by next week,
Yeah, there's a good hammer
and then
form.
we will see. Yeah, and then we will see how the Nifty IT behaves. Not a very easy to define structure other than that one resistance we have marked in it. So not over analyzing it at this point. No, there's no use simply. So that's an. I think Vedanta is the last stock I want to see the chart of before we go anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
So this also we had mentioned earlier, but just sort of an update for our viewers here. The trend line, just yesterday, stock took a support from the trend line, made a hammer, and yeah, today's candle is not convincing, but it looks like whether a breakdown or a breakout will be with large force, since the compression has been for quite a long time. Since July, the stock has not made very many large candles. I can see only 4 or 5 large candles. So yeah, it just might make a big move on either sides. But again, will be a little tricky to trade because the moves will be very sudden, and chasing the moves is not something we are good at. So we might very well miss the trade despite having the setup,
Yeah,
but it's part of the game. We are happy with
yeah.
what we are doing
Yeah.
anyways. And I know I said last one on Vedanta, but can we see VIX ones? Because I think just when I think that VIX cannot fall any further, VIX falls further. Today, VIX uh, even shrunk by 3%, which was very surprising. For 2 weeks now, I'm expecting VIX to rise, but it's not happening. I haven't taken any long volatility positions, but well, the VIX behavior is quite unusual. Going by this chart, we still have some way to go, but let's see.
Can we
There's a good
touch
chance
9?
that huh, it can take support there. If it does take support there, then I think we can put Nifty at what is it's. I think if VIX falls further, we can easily break the ATH and we will head somewhere to 19,200, and that might just be the level where VIX will start rising, and then we will see a correction from
But
19,200.
I have
That's
a
what my
question.
feeling.
I have a confusion. In fact, I don't have enough knowledge, so that is why I'm asking you. Is that they
Hmm.
say when VIX falls,
Hmm.
it's good for option buyers? Is it like how? Why?
It's a counterintuitive thing because VIX define basically VIX is a calculation of volatility. It's derived from option prices. So whenever option prices are high, that means there is higher implied volatility assumed and higher VIX. So when VIX falls, generally that means that market has picked a direction. There's no uncertainty anymore.
Okay.
So market picks a direction when VIX falls. So generally that is why it's good for option buyers. But at the same time, even if your direction is right, if the fall in VIX is very sharp, then you won't make any money because the
That is what
implied
that is where I was coming, because the problem I'm facing in execution, like what I have, like I've seen or I've felt, is like when VIXs are high, the movement in option price is also very fast. And in fact, if you know the direction, then making money becomes easier because the movement is fast.
yes,
Because
yes,
nowadays, if you see, for me, capturing 40 points has become like, oh God, like how do I capture 40 points in options? It's become really difficult.
yes. Because many traders think that option prices are determined by VIX. It's all actually the other way around. VIX is calculated from option prices. So the fact that VIX is low simply means that option prices are also low. Now, if
Okay.
you are taking a structural call not on direction of the market but in volatility, so if you are taking a non-directional call in rising volatility, only then will option buying make sense.
Okay.
Or if you find out some correlation that okay, over a 1 month period, if the VIX is continuously decreasing, index gives X percentage point moves, and then if you make a strategy around it, then it will make sense. But generally, low, there is a reason why option prices are low, right? There is a reason why option sellers are giving you cheap options,
Yeah.
because it's very unlikely for market to make large moves. So it's always that counterintuitiveness when it comes to volatility, VIX, and option pricing. But I think the best way for traders to figure out is simply to do some back testing and do some live testing as well. If you think for a general trader, I'm saying if you think it will be a good option to buy some options, pun intended, in this low volatility environment, take what try with one lot, ignore the brokerage and everything, just try with one lot, see if you can capture 20, 30, 40, 50 points consistently based on your VIX view and index view, and then build a strategy around it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of hard and fast, a lot of rule of thumbs in stock market, but they don't work all the time. And generally, the edge for a trader comes from their risk management and not from the strategy. So a 70% success rate strategy might bankrupt a trader because that trader has no idea how to do risk management.
Yeah.
And a 40% success rate strategy can make someone a billionaire because that fellow knows how the risk works in the trade.
True.
It's
True.
as simple as that.
Yeah,
Did
I
I
think,
answer your question though?
yeah, yeah,
I
you
went
did.
on a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
long
yeah,
tangent
I
here.
know, I know. Yeah, but I understood. I understood ki that because I felt it. I've been trading, and sometimes I feel like एक super रहता है तो मुझे फटाफट पैसा बनता है. So yeah, that's something I've felt over the years. So yeah, I don't look at the VIX. For me, price action is everything. Everything follows price action. So that's it. But
Yeah.
yeah, something that bothering me now for 2 3 months. Yeah. So yeah, good, good that I know now.
Positional के लिए काम करेगा. If you're buying option for a direction,
हाँ,
then if the direction works out in the long run, you will make money because now options are very cheap. So
समझा,
they are unlikely to get cheaper. That
समझा.
is why even if the VIX rises and your direction is wrong, you will still make, or you will not lose as much. That's the logic. But in FNO show, we will cover this in
Yeah,
maybe we will make an episode on VIX and option prices and whatnot.
yeah.
For now, shall we wrap up? I think
Yes,
I have gone through my watch list here.
that's it. That's it for today.
All right. So thanks for tuning in, viewers. This was After Hours with Berries. Links to all our socials are in the video's description. Make sure you join our Telegram group where we share these setups. Make sure you follow our Instagram page as well. We do share some interesting content. Recently, we shared something about the Paytm buyback that was thought out. And make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you're updated every time we upload a video. Thanks.